am never going to financially recover from this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
My Waifu
and Me. And on today's episode, we have traveled long and far in order to get to as many bookstores as we can in the course of today. We are actually currently in Waco, Texas at a Half Price Books, and we're headed over to Austin, Texas. We're going to try to hit as many bookstores as we can in Austin, Texas in one day. David is here with us. We are going to visit our buddy who lives in Austin, who is doing a comedy performance tonight. We thought, why not shop for some books while we're out here? So here we are, Austin, Texas, Half Price Books. Let's get into it. All right, everybody. So in this first Half Price Books here in Waco, they actually...
Zilch.
Yeah, they
Nothing.
didn't even sell manga. It was like a
Nothing.
weird
Tragic.
outlet store. I don't even know if there was really even... I don't know. I looked at some comic books and some of the anime DVDs they had here, but Waco, Texas, you was a bust. There was nothing to do
You
here.
a buster.
Yeah, they didn't have no manga, so whatever. We're gonna head to the next one. So Waco was kind of a bust.
Yeah, unfortunate.
But it's okay. It was just a quick stop on the way out. So I think we're gonna head over to Austin now. It's about an hour away from where we are right now. So we're gonna get on the road and finish our trip down to Austin. See where we end up and see how we end up down there. Hopefully we'll hit a lot of half-price books. That's kind of always our intention, because we know that's where we're gonna find the best, like rare, out-of-print stuff, which is David's favorite. David, a Weeb in the Wild?
My hero backpack.
All right, so we're gonna head on through to Austin. You know, voiceover Jerry and Alyssa are gonna be the people that are gonna carry you through this video. So make sure to listen to them and look at all the stuff that we find in each store. So
Now.
this is the first one in Austin, right? So we've got some
Yeah.
boarding school Juliet. Pretty good find, honestly, right off the back. All specifically marked at half price, which is always good to see. Also found this series Eagle. We see this a lot throughout this video. It's an older series. I don't know much about it, but
Yeah, I never heard of it myself.
Ghost and the Lady, I believe that's volume 1, half off.
Yeah.
Random volumes of, I think it was No, it's Hero Tales.
Sneak peek of some of the pickups that we're about to get.
Half off, baby.
Yeah, half off. Woo woo.
Dragon Maximum Volume 1 for half off. Really good find there. Couple Madoka Magicas, Maison Ikoku. All for half off. You know you love to see it. Not every half price books be marking everything for half off. So it's nice to see when you do see it. That's why I'm always showing it off. Right here was the back half of this series. A couple other random finds like Princess Resurrection. That's I think a Del Rey manga. Yes it is. Yes it is.
I think it's funny how you still get the same like bulk drop-offs like Ragnarok and Love Hina and what are some?
It doesn't
other
matter. Yeah, it
ones?
doesn't matter what city you're in. It's like you
Vampire
always
Game
get.
over there on the
Here's
right.
these Tenchi Muyos. I don't know if those are rare. They're definitely that old Viz Media graphic novel style, which is interesting to see. That means they're like from back in the day. Sumo Momo. This is the first series by the author of Orient and Magi. So if y'all have never heard of it, I don't remember how many volumes it is, but that was their first series before Magi, whatever, however you say it. All right, let's get out of here. And now we're into the next half price books, right? We jumped right over
Yep.
to another one. Oh my gosh,
Right
yeah.
over. Lots of really interesting stuff in this one. If you notice those boys over flowers, that's just something you don't see anymore. So it was really cool to find those.
Yep.
The big ultimate editions of Fruit
Yeah,
Basket.
I've never seen those in
Like,
person.
what the heck?
They had the Demon King Orion down there, as well as that pulp print of Banana Fish. And then this one, yo, this was stacked with manga.
This
They
one
had-
was crazy.
Look at all this. I mean, you got a lot of Aori Yoshi. You got a bunch of Attack on Titan. What else we got here? Blade of the Immortal, singles.
Yeah, more boys over flowers.
Oh, yeah, I think
There's some of the later ones, but you know, not as expensive. Some random, just like the Chobits reprints in those hardcovers over there. Like somebody just dropped those off. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, and if any of y'all have ever collected Boys Over Flowers, I know this is a classic series. There's a lot of volumes of it, so I think it's tougher to get a hold of. Look, that one was even $9.99. They didn't even mark that half price, so I'm curious if people collect that. But yeah, 3-4 Chobits, half off, baby. No 1 and 2, but 3 and 4.
Yeah, just crazy to see that. You know, those are kind of things that you'd expect people to try to resell on their own. But
No idea what
not
that
in
is.
Austin, I guess.
Did you see that one Crimson
Yeah.
Spell?
I wasn't sure,
sure.
what that was either. Lots of Demon Slayer too.
Someone clearly bought the box set. And
Yeah.
they came and dropped off their old ones.
Sad.
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 Sag. Don't know what that was.
The Dark Hunters, whatever that is. Now,
Bunch
Be an
of-
Angel, that was my series like in middle school, but I wasn't feeling nostalgic today, so I passed on those.
You're like, but I don't want this whole. Look at all these.
It was
That
okay.
it's got to be close to the whole set right there. Though.
It really
1, 2,
does
3,
look
4,
like
5.
the whole set. Almost.
Yeah, we were about the whole set.
Yeah, some Fruits Basket singles in that old Tokyo Pop style.
Yeah, so those Excel Sagas too I was looking at, but here we go. This is one of the first big finds that we saw. This seems to be a complete or near complete set of 07 Ghost. They were in almost perfect condition, and I believe they were all marked at that $4.99 half off price, so really good find. There's a bunch of Fushigi Yugi right here, Genbu Kaiden, the old prints, and the Viz smaller prints. Hanakimi, Haruka. Those are older shoujo titles. I wanted to make sure to point those out. Inubaka, I don't know why, but no, Inukami. That one seemed familiar to me. I don't know why. And then another one. Check that out, y'all. Almost a complete set of Kakaishi. I believe it was only missing 4 or 5 volumes that were kind of mixed in. Kind of rough though. Some of them were in deep library condition, but check it out. $4.99, $4.99, $4.99. So it seems like most of those were $4.99, so marked half off. I know that we just saw, I think, the Omnibus Collector, I think just recently finished his Kakaishi set, and Kieran Tommy. Also, I remember I saw them talking about Kakaishi on their collection video, so a couple random stuff down there. I was getting on my knees at this point, so
Oh.
I was downloading.
Getting
Got some
on your knees?
Naruto, got some Naruto volumes.
Oh yeah, Negima is another one that you see all the time in half price books.
Yeah, that's
Just
waifu,
no matter
that's
where you
waifu's
go.
favorite.
Some Orans, but hey, I have a complete set now, so.
Yeah, we already had all Oran, but
Too
if anyone's
bad.
looking, there was a couple random volumes there.
Yeah.
It did recently reprint, so it's not too hard to find. Pointed out a couple volumes in here I thought were interesting. What is this? Yeah, Psycho Busters. I don't know why, but that looked familiar to me, or like something I had heard of before. Don't know much about it though. There's some old Ranma prints.
Yeah, I know I definitely had a couple of those when I was younger, but I've tried so hard to look through my parents' house, and I just don't know where they are anymore, or they got rid of them.
Here's one I think is a little rare, Saikano. I don't know much about it, but I've heard some stuff about it. There's Essay, that's another shoujo print that I don't know much about, but they had almost the whole set again. They had a lot of Sayuki Reload, a lot of Samurai Deeper Kyo. That's an older series. I saw the anime when I was young.
Oh. His phone thought he said Siri. Some newer stuff too, like Spy Family, 7 Deadly Sins. You'll typically see that in half price nowadays too, where they have new prints of stuff, and it's a little discounted, like maybe 10% off.
Yep. There was Tsubasa, Reservoir Chronicles, and then yeah, this is another popular, I think, shoujo tile, Wallflower down there. A lot of our favorite series, Vampire Night.
Check out
Vampire
Uncensored
Night.
Anime Podcast, the Vampire Night podcast.
We got some Vampire Night up in there. That's pretty much it at this one, but there was a lot of big series.
Do you say XXX Holic or just Holic?
Some people just say Holic, I think.
Man, what is it with X's and manga series? I can't stand it.
Okay, on to the next one.
All right, so our Austin trip has already led us to 2 half-price books, but now we're at a local comic shop called Titan Moon Comics. So we're gonna head inside here. I really don't know if they're gonna have any manga, and obviously it's gonna be full price, unlike half-price books, but we're gonna get some footage and let you guys know what we think.
All right, so these are really cool, these little One Piece figures. I'd actually been wanting them, but I had never seen them in person, so we wanted to check those out. They're the Dissected. They had Funko Pops, but here was their manga section, just a couple shelves. Most of it was honestly kind of new stuff, but you had some stuff mixed in I'd never heard of, like that one. You know, never heard of this series as well. Fairy Tale, I think it's called. Never heard of that one.
Yeah.
That one's also kind of new to me. But you can see here, a lot of the mainstream stuff, or just the stuff they can grab. Seems like this comic shop just stocked up on the main stuff that they could get for their shelves, right? But you see some stuff by the Grace of the Gods. Thought this one was really cool. Robotech Archives. I hadn't seen that before. That seems to be volume 2. But I'm not sure how much Robotech was printed.
Random Seraph at the End at normal price, not half price books price, which is $50 a volume. Some more Say I Love You. Waifu actually has a couple volumes of that here at home.
I do have about 5 volumes of that, but I'm not looking to complete it right now.
Yeah, what was interesting though, they actually had their manga 10% off, so if any of y'all want to go take a peek at Titan Comics in Austin, Texas, that's about all we saw here. Okay, so we're about to pop inside of this store called Collector's Crossroads. It looks massive. Never heard of it before. It was suggested by the last comic shop we were in. So we're just going to go inside and show you guys around a little bit and do some voiceover. All right, so they really had just about no manga in here, but we will show you a little bit of what we did find. Obviously, there's some cool stuff, but we're going to clip over to David because he mainly got the find in here. Okay, so in that place that I only showed like a couple of shots of, there was like one shelf that had a couple volumes. So David did find some air gear for himself for his own collection. Waifu and I didn't get anything, but I had to rush to the bathroom, so I didn't really get any additional footage in there. So we're gonna head on to the next place. All right, we are in a half-price books. Waifu was really happy with what happened in that collector's place. Yeah, it was a funny place.
It was a weird place.
Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Here's another half-price books. Here you can see they had GTO in the case. They had Monster Musume. They had some Gintama in the case. Galaxy Express 99. But here's the deal. We opened that case up. All overpriced.
Trash.
We headed on over to Kinokuniya in Austin. This place is beautiful. A gorgeous establishment. You guys can see here. Obviously, mostly new stuff in here. Like Devil's Ecstasy, the new Shuzo Oshimi title. We have not picked that one up yet. Series I've been looking at, Murcielago. I've just been hearing some random buzz about it. Not a lot of buzz, but I've been hearing people buzz about it, and I'm not sure why. But got some shelves, some hardcover. You see there the whole Barefoot Gin reprint that just happened to the hardcovers. A couple other just small. It's mostly new stuff, right? So in Kinokuniya, you're mostly going to be getting new stuff. Oh, shout out to East Coast Manga. He reviewed this series, Velveteen and Mandela. Not picking it up today based off his review, although, you know, I did consider it. We found some Osamu Tezuka down here.
Yeah, a lot of the new prints.
Yeah, these seem to mostly just be the new prints. I'm not sure if some of these are older or not. Y'all can tell me. There's actually one. Oh, we're going to see some of those actually later. So I wanted to show off this series. I've been thinking about picking it up.
Yeah, interesting choice.
Looks pretty fun. You know, just easy stuff. So I'll do some shelf overviews here. There's not a lot that I'll point out some stuff. Like Arakawa Under the Bridge. Waifu and I both considered picking this up in the past. We almost got it on Right Stuff.
We've gotten it we've almost gotten it so many different times.
Yes, and that author went on to write something that we like, but I'm forgetting what it is. It's something.
I can't remember.
There's also Manga Die. I know that Waifu is considered getting that omnibus.
Yeah, that's definitely a nostalgic series for me.
Shout out to Prom and HVL. They're both reading Bride's Story right now, so I wanted to show that off. Looks like they got most of it there. I've been wanting to try this, Bungo Stray Dogs. Everyone talks about it. I know the anime. Just never actually read the manga. I didn't realize how many volumes there were, though. Oh, they had the mother load of Case Closed volumes. Look at this, y'all.
For all you Case Closed fans.
Yeah, all 12 of them. So now we got Chainsaw Man, the big shelf. Couple more shelf overviews here. We got Demon Slayer, Nagatoro, Dorohedoro. And surprisingly, some singles of Dragon Ball Z still out of their box. And some with the old logos, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
Means they might have had them for a while, which I thought was interesting.
Kaguya, which they put all of it on the Shonen Jump app, so if you don't want to buy it all, just go read it there.
Yep.
Pay $2 a month.
Got Komi, some other miscellaneous stuff. Look at this, Dress Up Darling 2, 3, 4, and 5. So no volume 1, but they actually had pretty much everything. But the employee even told me, he said that that they were ran out of one real fast.
Yeah.
Here's Opart's Hunter, actually by Masashi Kishimoto's little brother. Well, I think they're twin brothers. Opart's Hunter, kind of an older shonen series. Ore-sama Teacher, I don't see that one very often. I think it's a shoujo. I think it is.
Not sure, I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, I think it is.
But yeah, this Kino is really cool because you do have some series in there, like real. Well, this is the only one they have.
They only had
but,
one. Yeah, I think
you
this
know,
is the newest one too.
There's certain things that you don't really see that, they just don't get printed anymore.
Yeah, I was quick there. Skip Beat, Slam Dunk, and Topu. I think it's Topu GP. Same author as Initial D, I believe. But yes, there was one Slam Dunk volume and a couple old Skip Beat volumes. Splinter Exorcist, some Vagamid, and a couple other things. But I think that was mostly it that we found in the Kinokuniya. All right, guys, so we just got out of Kinokuniya here in Austin. It was actually pretty sweet. I think we did end up getting some stuff, and it did look like they kind of got cleared out because they had their 20% off sale all this week. But now we're going to hit a couple other places that were around the Kinokuniya, starting with a place called King's Cash. I'm not going to try to, like, get it. Yeah, it's kind of looks interesting, so we'll go inside and see what they have.
Pops.
It was mainly a Funko Pop store. They had no manga in here, but I got some pictures as well. David picked something up, but that was it here. All right, so we're at another shop. This one's called Dragon's Lair, another comic shop. We're gonna go in. Okay, so this comic book shop was very cool, y'all. If you are in Austin, Texas, please go check out Dragon's Lair, because not only did they have tons of stuff in here, including comic books, card games, lots of fun space, social space, they actually had a lot of manga, including some random stuff here. I mainly just got a couple things here and there. They also, similar to the Titan comics, they also had like new stuff, a lot of new prints. But I'm gonna point out a couple things here, like Bakuman, pretty good series.
Blue Exorcist. Don't really see that a lot anymore.
Singles of Cardcaptor Sakura down there. I pulled out this one. It looks like it's, some sort of print of Kitaro, which I definitely don't know much about. And Big Order, which is actually by the same author as Future Diary, which I don't even realize that was printed until I'd seen it down here in Austin. This is by Kyoya Yuki, Demon from Afar. I've actually seen that volume before. Don't know if people might be looking for that now.
Random Cross Game, which, we just picked up at a half price not too long ago.
Gotta get the wide shelf shots for y'all. So here's Hayate. This is another Shonen Sunday title. Actually not very popular. Not a lot of Hayate fans out there. Omnibus Collector actually mentioned that in one of his recent videos. So curious, are there Hayate fans out there? Are y'all still chugging along while the series gets printed in English? I'm not sure. Love to hear from you if you are out there. A couple more just shelves of new stuff. Not gonna, it's not worth going over piece by piece here. Mainly just because there's just stuff you see at most bookstores around. Did see Mob Psycho Volume 8. I think this just came out. I had not seen it before being in this store, so that did make it kind of weird. The Music of Marie. This is also a brand new printing, I think from One Piece Books. So this, I think it was supposed to come out later this month, but it came out real quick, real early. Those are new Lone Wolf and Cub singles, which I thought was very interesting as well. Dark Horse print. Next, obviously, that Lone Wolf and Cub omnibus. Library Wars, an old shoujo title. Wanted to pull that one out. I went real fast over that Master Key. So here's a interesting little Osamu Tezuka work as well. This might have been in the Kinokuniya as well. I don't really remember. But we were kind of on an Osamu Tezuka kick while we were down there, honestly.
Yeah, we just found a lot of Tezuka.
Here's some Oishimbo. We saw some of this in Kino as well. It's kind of an older... I think it's still going even in Japan, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. It's a cooking series, I believe. What else we got down here? I don't know what this one is, but I wanted to show y'all because I'm curious if anyone knows what this one is. I think it was like The Prince's New Clothes, something like that.
Lots of Renee, which, you don't see a lot either.
Yeah, even more Kenshin Vidsbigs. Feel like we've been seeing those a lot while we were down there. Sir Vamp, everyone's favorite. School Judgment, old Shonen Jump title. What else we got down here sneaking around? Bunch of Skip Beat singles. I know Waifu's about to buy all that.
Oh, God.
Nah,
40 plus.
There's a lot of volumes, and that series is still going. That's been going for a long time. So check this out. Tagami Bachi just chilling down here on this shelf. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, quite a few volumes. Very interesting. Voiceover, manga.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah, I know, right? Seiyu Academy. I didn't even know that really. I've heard of it. Here's another one of those Osamu Tezuka works. Actually, we did see this one in the Kino. I didn't realize it when I was in Dragon's Lair, but we did see that one in the Kinokuniya as well. Those were works that were actually kickstarted. A Kickstarter was started for those, so pretty interesting to see that one in print as well. What else did we have in this year? Dragon's Lair. Twin Speaka. I think I saw another manga tuber. Maybe it was Promji. Someone picked those up. No, Manga Sloth maybe picked up Twin Speaka.
I don't know much about it though, but it was interesting to see a random loose volume of that. Down low, what do we got? Y'all know I was
Yamada the Seven Witches.
which we recently picked up volume 1 of that. And then just a quick shot of the pop section. Dragon's Lair was a really cool store, but we're heading out from there now. So I don't remember the name of this store. It was like an anime store. It was right next to a place called like Dallas Comics and Games, something like that. So if you guys are able to find this store, I think it was like anime something, anime outlet maybe, but it was just a bunch of anime stuff. And in the back, they actually even had like an anime art show, which I really found this super interesting to look at. But it was just filled with anime figures, anime statues, anime blind boxes, but it was right next door to a big comic book shop, essentially. And they kind of worked in tandem. It was like the anime store with figures and toys, the comic book shop, and then like a board game shop in the back. So we went into the anime store here, as well as the comic book shop next door. So now we're inside the comic book shop, which they had a lot of manga,
and
y'all.
a lot of old stuff, too.
Yes, check out all this retro stuff like these old floppies at 3x3 eyes. But seriously, I'm going to go through the shelves fast. I don't think I went very fast. Honestly, I kind of went slow. But there's a lot of random stuff, so check it out. I'm not going to go over everything I pull out here, but I want to at least let you guys know a little bit of this stuff, because I was kind of in my own zone. I think Waifu kind of ditched me at this point, because I was just in the zone. I was like, oh my god, there's Big Order again, but this time volume 1. I definitely considered that, but not a big enough Future Diary fan. But here we go. Beat X, shout out to Manga Boy. Manga Boy, you put me on. I've been wanting this series. Finally got a couple volumes of it here. So here's more of that Eagle series. They had a bunch of it, right? I don't know a ton about it. I just know it's an older series. Here's some Flame of Rekka. More old Shonen Sunday. Shout out to Kieran Tommy. They have a great collection of old Shonen Sunday titles, including Flame of Rekka. Bunch of Fushigi Yugi 3-in-1s. I think that might be the last one there. Waifu and I will probably get those eventually. We have the first one.
I think we will, yeah.
Yeah, I think those are on our list.
I just need to start it.
That's a classic anime to me. I love that growing up. Then some Gantz G, and some Gantz Omnibuses. And y'all are going to see some random stuff in here. Look at that. Gestalt, I think it's called. I knew that one. They got some Get Backers right there. Again, this store was stacked with just some old manga. It was, I will say this, it was a little damaged. There was some damage on it. But the cool thing about this store, all manga, there was some Harlem Beat right there. All manga was 10% off. So again, if you want to go to Austin Comics and Cart, check this out. Ikigami Volume 1. It's sold out on Right Stuff. Finally was able to find it here. Been wanting to start Ikigami thanks to HVL, actually. HVL Manga. Hoshin Ingi, random volume. Hiding Closer. Waifu, unfortunately. They had a ton of those in Inuyasha Bizbigs.
But not the one I need.
Not 16, the one she needs. So
Sad.
some more floppies of some old manga, which I thought was super cool to see.
Yeah, really.
Love to see it. Oh, I guess X-Men as well. But Blade the Immortal is a single like that. That's very cool. They had some on this rotating thing. Again, y'all, I was going in here because they just had so much old stuff. A lot of old Tokyo Pop stuff. And most Tokyo Pop stuff, I just feel like it doesn't hold a lot of even like sentimental value to people. But there's a couple series that are very popular. Here's a bunch of Kimi ni Todoke. This is another classic shoujo that I'm actually quite aware of. Watched in the anime when I was young. Next to a single, you said single volume of Kakaishi just hiding up there. The Law of Yuki, another Shonen Sunday title, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that's Shonen Sunday. I don't know if people have this whole set or know on much about it. Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer. They had 2 volumes of this. I think they had, 5, 6, and 9, 10. It's another not popular, a little more niche, but it is getting an anime this year, I believe. They're finally doing an anime of it. Volume 1 of Mysterious Girlfriend X. This seemed to be an older printing of it. They just reprinted that series, though. Oh My Goddess and the Omnibuses, as well as some of the singles and some of the taller singles. What else here? Thought this was cool. I don't know what this one was, though, but I showed it off because I thought the cover looked cool. Oh, there's more Tagami Bachi. I swear we could almost completed Tagami Bachi on our Austin hunt if we wanted. I swear we almost saw every volume. Because I think 20 right there is the finale. Video Girl I, that's an older series. Same author that did, I think it's called, pronounced Ease, which was
was a Shonen Jump title. So another interesting older one. Took Waifu back here to the statues. You can see her browsing over there with David. All right, everybody, my waifu and me, we are at our last stop of the day. We only have one more half-price books to go to. We've been to a lot of comic shops, a lot of half-price books, all that good stuff. But we're gonna go in one last one, and then we're gonna head all the way home. When we get home, we'll show you all the books we got, and maybe even what David got if he's willing to share. We'll see if he's willing to share. But this is the last one we're gonna hit here in Austin, Texas. Honestly, it's been a great day. We're about to go see our friend Andrew Wagner perform comedy. If you can, I'm gonna put his info in the thing below and on the screen. Go support him. Say that my waifu and me sent you over there. Go show Andrew some love. He's got some comedy stuff here on YouTube that you can check out. He's incredibly funny. We're excited to go see his show tonight. But before we do that, we're gonna hit this half-price books, get some dinner, and then go see him. And then that's our day in Austin, guys. Here we go. I think this is the last half-price books of the day.
Yeah, last one.
More of that Eagle stuff, some Dragon Ball Super. We got a lot of random one-offs in there. Oh, those Love Hina omnibuses,
Yeah,
Love
Hina.
And then
Negima, never seen that before.
honestly, it's wild to see Love Hina and Negima in a half-price books. I don't know why people don't. I mean, people should be picking those up.
Get the whole series.
Yeah, I know it's a big. Oh, but yeah, check these out. Some of those more Dragon Ball Z old prints. Got Galaxy Express in there too.
The half-price Crooks case.
Yeah, the Crooks case. Honestly, these prices were ridiculous. You can kind of see them on the little stickers there. This was weird, y'all. Someone please tell me what this is. This seems to be an old print of the series Adolf by Osamu Tezuka. Look at this. Seems to be an old print, but that cover is wild. Astro Boy single for volume 1. I thought that was interesting. Just don't want to put in the work to get all of it, honestly.
No.
There's that Eagle again. Yeah, something draws me to this series. I can't remember if this was the only way they ever printed it, but something has always kind of drawn me to it since I first heard about it. But there's another political manga I've been wanting to get into as well. I think Raijin Comics printed it. I think it's only got 4 volumes. 4 or 5. I can't remember the title of it right now. Maybe President Ishizuka, something like that. Some more close look. Got a Berserk volume in the wild. Just a random Berserk volume. This one definitely had a lot of one-off volumes.
Yeah,
you know?
I know that I picked up a couple of those one-off stuff, and I don't know if people just somebody who only buys volume 1s just dropped off all their stuff or what happened, but
Right.
yeah, this was definitely a good shop to find those at.
Yes. There's Fairy Tail and the Kodansha print though. A random Muyo and Roji volume, which is older shonen. Not old. It's like a mid-2000s Shonen Jump title, if I remember correctly. They recently did an anime for it. Waifu and I watched a little bit of it. Let's see here. Out of the Ice 1 and 2. Okay, we got some Negima. What else we got down here? Y'all see those Japanese Bleach volumes on the side? I wonder if anyone would pick those up.
Ranma single, Pokemon singles, random Prince Freya single.
Oh yeah, Prince Freya.
Just a lot of random stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A random Yankees volume 4, Orange.
They got my favorite series, PhD, Fantasy Degree. That's exactly what my PhD is. It's a fantasy degree. They got Ninja Slayer Kills. I saw Ninja Slayer Kills a lot during this day, and I actually was thinking what it was. I never ended up looking it up, though. So I'm not sure if it's any good. Someone tell me. Had the Ruby volume down here. That was interesting. What else we got? Some Splatoon. Oh, yeah, these were cool. Like Star Wars. I guess I missed these in another store, right, Waifu? But I finally saw them here.
Yeah.
I thought those were interesting. Like a Star Wars manga or something. And I believe that's it, guys. That's really all we had. So I hope you guys enjoyed. But yeah, this was the last store we stopped in Austin before our buddy's comedy show.
Thanks for coming along.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. All right, night, David. We're officially back in Dallas, dropping David off. Look at all the manga in his hands. Maybe I'll put a picture on screen showing you guys what all he got. If he takes a picture, it'll show up here. We'll see.
I'll show the world.
Show the world. Okay. Night, David. All right, everyone. So we weren't able to get home until about 2 a.m. last night, but
we now have all of our manga laid out the next day to just show you guys very quickly what all we actually picked up. You saw a lot of this in the video because we kind of showed off some of the stuff as we were picking it up, but didn't say whether or not we bought it. But here you go. Now you know that we did buy it. So first thing I'm going to show you guys is this. This is the series Beat X by the same author as Knights of the Zodiac, which is one of my favorite series. Shout out to Man Manga Boy because I saw him grab some of it and it made me want it. So the shop we were at was selling these for 10% off cover price, so I got them for $9 each. Yes, like you can see, some of these are a little faded. The covers are not bad though, and the insides of the books are actually still pretty nice. So really excited to pick up a couple volumes of that. Obviously still missing a few. This is a 15-volume series. Gonna be a little bit to get the rest of that. In Kino, I did grab Oku volume 7 and 8. I think I'm only missing volume 6 so that I can have the first 10, and then I'll have to buy the following ones up to 19, I believe. Grab Dimension 21 volume 1. This is sort of I think it's like a horror, psychological. I've heard someone talk about it. Really excited for it. Really been wanting it. And saw that they restocked volume 1, so I grabbed that. Grabbed a bunch of these. Dragon Ball Z sort of old print. I really like these. I'm not going to show all the covers, but they have a very nice retro feel, but a lot of these were in really nice condition, and they generally are for sale for, half off cover price, which is nice. And I think now I'm up to like 13 of these old school prints of the 20 that they released. Then we did grab a couple Osamu Tezuka works. I know that some people will definitely be excited to see these. Princess Knight Part 1, an old vertical print. We got that for $6.99, which I thought that was super awesome. As well as the Twin Knights, which is, I think, some sort of sequel or connected to Princess Knight. So that was excited, also for $6.99. And then also Under the Air, which is sort of a collection, I believe, of short stories or maybe one specific short story. And it was actually done by Kickstarter, which is pretty cool. But I did pay full price for that, the $15.95. That was at a comic book shop we stopped at. And then some more one-off pickups that I got, which are Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei Volume 4. I just picked up 1 and 2 of this, so that's just more to that collection. Marduk Scramble, this is a series that's actually by the author of To Your Eternity and Silent Voice, and decided to grab Volume 1 because it was, most of these I think are all half off cover price, which that's nice. This one, Reiko, the Zombie Shop, this is actually kind of a longer series. I want to say I saw that's like 11 or something, maybe 15 something volumes, but cool artwork, so I wanted to grab it. No idea what it's about. Sumomo Momo, there's some sticker residue there, but this is actually by the author of Maggie and Orient. That's the other series they did. I read a little bit of that once online, so I decided to grab that. And then we did find another volume of GTO for $4.99. When you find these for below cover price, you just can't leave them. That's just the way that I put it. And then lastly, these 2 volumes of Ikigami that I got from a comic book shop as well. So these were also 10% off cover price. But yeah, this is volume 1 and volume 5 of Ikigami. We had volume 2 and 6 already. So just a couple more. I think it's kind of interesting. This is actually an older print. You can tell by the old sort of Viz Select, Viz Sig on the spine there. Okay, Waifu, what did you get?
Okay, I'll start with my Kinokuniya pickups. So I got 5, 6, and 8 of Plunderer. If you've been on Instagram, you know I have been reading this and loving it. So I just wanted to get my hands on these as quickly as possible. I'll get the rest on right stuff at a different time. And then I also got Manly Appetites 2 and 3. I read the first one of this just the other day and I loved it. So I got 2 and 3, which are actually out of stock on Right Stuff. So definitely worth to pick it up in the store. And then I got Witches, the Complete Collection. This is a pretty new release, and I mean, I love witches and paranormal stuff, so definitely want to pick that up too. So the rest of these are half-price finds. Kiss Him Not Me 1 through 5 looked hilarious, and of course, you know, great price, $5.50 for each one. So I wanted to pick that up.
And these were at different. You found these at like multiple different half prices,
there was
right?
one at one half price, then another one had 1 through 5, so I picked up the rest at a separate half price price down there. Same thing with Night of the Ice. They had 1 and 2 at one, and then they had 1, 2, 3, 4 at another one, so I finished it off with 3 and 4 at the other one. You know, they're okay condition wise, but if this is another series that I have been wanting to try because I'm just a big fan of Yuri on Ice, so this definitely gives off those similar vibes for that.
Yes.
And then a lot of like one-shot half-price finds. Made in Abyss, Living Room, Matsunaga-san, BL Metamorphosis, Bakano.
These were all half off their cover prices.
Off. Livingstone 1, Cross Game 4, which in our last haul you saw I got 1 and 2.
This is in such good condition
Yeah,
too.
it's
So
really good. Otoman, another one I've been eyeing for a long time, saw it at half price, so might as well get it. Renee, Takahashi, obviously. This
So-
one's like 40 plus volumes, so we'll see. Our local comic shop Madness has all of it,
Yeah, like the
so
whole
I can
series.
kind of do that.
If needed.
And this was cool too. The Wolf Boy is mine, but it's the omnibus of 1 and 2, which I don't even think I've seen before. But I was also eyeing the singles the other day, so it was really cool to find it 1 and 2 for half price.
And then lastly, you might have actually eyed it when I was kind of panning over, but our good buddy Chase the Dark Sage, he actually has recently picked up Rurouni Kenshin and the Viz Bigs Volume 1. So we spied these while we were down there and wanted to grab them for him. These were all at the same half price, but it's volumes, Volume 2, 3, and 4 of the Viz Bigs. And these were all $9.99, which is a great price for them for the condition they were in. And Volume 7. So wanted to grab those for him as well. So shout out to the Dark Sage. Shout out to Man Manga Boy for putting me on BDX. As well as shout out to our buddy David for joining us for this amazing manga shopping vid down in Austin, Texas. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure that you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That helps us out in the algorithm here on YouTube if you enjoyed this kind of content. On that note, this has been another episode of My Waifu and Me. See you guys next time. Peace.